Morning, beautiful people of God. This is Prophetess Rivers with another word, another message. Today I want to talk to everyone about either pulling it from the root or cutting off, because we tend to cut people out of our lives, and then a few months later or years later we're having the same problem that we had back then. Those people are no longer a part of our life anymore, but we're having the same problem that we had, and we're questioning and saying, well, why is this certain thing still occurring in my life? Maybe it's because we didn't pull it from the root. Maybe it's because pulling it from the root means getting real with yourself. Pulling from the root sometimes can be painful, because there could be things that you need to pull out of your life that you were holding on to, or you were trying to cover up ever since you were a child. Or maybe there are things that you need to pull up that you never really talked about. So now you're on your fourth, fifth husband and you're not understanding why you can't keep a man. Well, maybe it's because the same attitude that you had back then, you have that same attitude going into the next relationship. Maybe it's because pulling from the root means that it's not going to feel good. It might take some time. Pulling from the root means that you really, really have to dig. And the more and more you dig, the more uglier it gets sometimes. But you have to understand, when you pull it from the root and you're able to restore and you're able to replant, then that tree is better than it was the first time. It's not all ugly and dried up, but this time that tree, that person is more healthier than they were back in the day. Even with the tree, you get cut off. But if the root doesn't have it together, then eventually it's going to have that same problem. Not saying that the soil isn't good, because deep within the soil can be good. That is all around you. But if that plant, if that tree isn't pulled up and rebuilt and replanted, then you're going to still have those same problems. Even Jesus knew that he couldn't just talk to the fig tree. He had to curse the fig tree. It had to be pulled from the root. So are there things in your life that you need to pull instead of just cutting people off? Don't get me wrong, my circle is small. It's so small sometimes I talk to myself. But then there are times where people I needed to cut off, and I really truly needed to. And then there were certain things that I needed to get together within myself if I wanted to be a better person. Now the question of the week is, do I believe that who you hang around is who you really are? I believe that it takes time, but you have to be real with yourself with that too. Because at one point in my life, I hung with people, not saying that I thought I was better than them, but that wasn't who I really was. And I had to get real with myself. Because if I didn't get real with myself, then I would have still been around those same people. And I had to learn to separate myself, because it is really true. If all your friends are thoughts and you saying you're not the only thought, everybody gonna be looking at you like, really? So everybody else around you is messing around and their name is getting dragged through the mud, but you're not like that. Yeah, you need to separate yourself. If all your friends are people that like to attract drama, why do you want to be a part of that? Unless you really want to be a person that always got an ear to hear what's going on. Sometimes it's not good to hear what's going on with other people. I don't want to know about that. Because the more and more stuff that you hoard inside of you, the more and more you know. And then how can you hear correctly what God is trying to tell you if the only thing that you know about these people is because of what other people are telling you? Then when God comes and God tells you something about this person, you can't even give that person a word because of everything else that you didn't heard about this person. So I believe that you are who you attract. And if you're not who you attract, then you need to separate yourself so that you have your own identity. Remember, I love you, God loves you, and all that you do, give God the honor, glory, and praise. To God be the glory.